Want more rumble, tumble, tummy time. Tumble, bumble, tummy time. Wiggles.
This class came about because we had so many moms that came to us. Our Science Day and Play classes start at 6 months, and so a lot of people want to do more social things before then. So they were coming to us and asking, you know, can we take a class? What can we do? And we have our parent workshop, which is really fun, but it's a one-time class. And the other thing how this came about is we're hearing from a lot of pediatricians and other child development specialists that there's been getting more and more of a delay in physical development from a lot of kids from not having enough time on their tummy. And it's hard. I don't know how these guys are, but my kids were rotten on their tummy. They were not happy. They didn't, you know, we put them on their back for sleeping now. When we were all growing up, getting tummy time wasn't a big deal. You got put on your stomach to sleep. And then most of the time when parents would lay you down, they'd think about putting you on your stomach. They didn't really think so much about putting on your back. But now these guys sleep on their back. They're in car seats in their back, strollers, all that stuff. That it's such a new sensation. They don't usually like it. So I'm hoping this will be fun for you guys and good for them, and you'll get lots of ideas to practice at home. The first activity I'm going to show you guys, like I said, I always do it with a tummy time version and then the tummy free version in case they really aren't up for it. And don't feel bad if they don't want to do their tummy. You can practice at home, but it'll give you an idea. So we use the beach balls because it kind of gives them a soft pressure versus a hard pressure. And a lot of moms at home have told me they use the big exercise balls. They're like, if I'm not using it, someone might use it. Might as well let them use it. So on this one, you can kind of position them so that, and it's better if they're higher, not too far this way, so their head's starting to point down, just so they're kind of sitting on top of the ball. And then the tummy free version is to kind of just sit them up on here, and you can kind of support them, and we'll do left and right, front and back. Rock the baby left and right, left and right, left and right. Rock the baby left and right, my sweet baby. Rock the baby front and back, front and back, front and back. Rock the baby front and back, my sweet baby. Good job! So you might find that they can tolerate this kind of pressure a little longer and just kind of let them do that. And if they're comfortable, some kiddos as they get bigger like to roll down and touch and then come back up. Yeah, you guys are doing okay. There's a baby in my book, in my book. There's a baby in my book, in my book. There's a baby in my book, why don't you take a look? There's a baby in my book, in my book. Which is kind of cute. You could put pictures of your family if you have a dog or anything else that you think they'd really like. And what this is a sheep protector, and then you just kind of put tape in there and you glue gun felt down and then just cut out the holes. And we added ribbon that they can kind of grab. Them open for them to look at, or leave one open, and then eventually they start messing with it and they see there's something underneath it. Again, keeps them kind of active for a while. It's a developmental milestone kind of chart from birth, starting down here all the way up to 6 months. And this is mostly because you will probably get a lot of questions from like grandparents or people who forget and will say like, oh, aren't they rolling over yet? Aren't they sitting up? And if they're 2 months old, they may very likely not be rolling over yet. I mean, they kind of startle at noises. You guys remember that. They'll lift their head briefly when they're on their tummy. They'll be able to focus just on things about this far away. And then it goes all the way up to about 6 months when they'll be able to.
Look at you, Ella. That's a lot of work, huh?
You're doing good, baby. There's a hat in my book, in my book. There's a hat in my book, in my book. There's a hat in my book, why don't you take a look? There's a hat in my book, in my book. He's so cute. Yeah, you like that? You like looking at the babies?
He's such a performer.
Yeah, yeah, you like looking around at the babies. Good job.